Hello darlings, or shall I say, hi guys, I'm Maryam, welcome back to my channel. I actually don't know which intro I should go with anymore because my mouth always wants to say, hey guys, but my brain wants to say, hello darlings. So comment down below and tell me which one I should proceed with going forward because I'm stumped. Anyway, this is the look that I prepared for you guys. A golden, kind of smoky, kind of glittery, very festive eye look with some glowing skin, some glossy lips, some fancy hair, which is actually on my Instagram. I have a tutorial of this hair, which I will link down below. I wore something very similar on Thanksgiving. I showed it on Snapchat and on Insta stories, and I got a lot of questions about it, about the products that I used. So I wanted to kind of recreate that look, but also amp it up a notch because the holidays are amping up as we proceed into December. So you get my drift. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you are hitting that notification bell so you can be notified when my next video is live. Snap fam knows why it's important, so let me just leave it at that. Yeah. Also follow me on my Snapchat, on my Instagram, and on all of my other channels, which I will link down below. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let's get to this tutorial. Mwah. I'm gonna start off with my Pixi Glow Tonic To Go pads, just to prep my skin before I apply makeup. This is what I usually like to do when I'm applying my makeup for a special event or in a hurry and I don't want to exfoliate and I don't want to wash my face. This one kind of just does it all. And it's so easy and convenient. Gets rid of any oils, debris, dirt, nasty stuff. Next, I usually apply some type of a quick absorbing moisturizer, either my Lancome Genifique or the L'Oreal one that I used in my drugstore tutorial. I don't remember the name of it, but I will link it down below. And if you guys want to see a more thorough skincare routine, you can check out my last week's video, and I will link it up here somewhere, also down below, and you can see what I do before I go to bed. Today though, I'm going to skip the moisturizer. I'm going to use this MAC Prep and Prime primer. It's got a very creamy consistency, so this is gonna double as my moisturizer. I'm gonna apply it all over my face, to the pore zones, all over the forehead. Smooth it out. It has quite a slippery finish, so not like a lotion and not like a cream, almost like a silicone-based primer, even though it doesn't look like that. I really like how it mattifies. I like how it preps the skin, especially since today I'm gonna be using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, this one right here. So many of you guys love this one. So many people swear by it. So I figured I'll give it a try. This is only my second time using it, and I don't think I actually have the right color. The color that I have here is NC25. I texted Patrick earlier. He told me that's not my color. I believe him. So we're just gonna make do with what we have. I'm gonna apply a little bit on the back of my hand. He says that NC is very, very orange, and it doesn't really flatter golden and olive skin, but I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna use this Urban Decay optical blurring brush. First, I'm gonna buff the foundation all over my face. And then once I have a nice even base going, I'm just gonna stipple the remainder of the foundation to my problem areas, like right here, right here, right here, and here. See, when I apply this all over my face, it kind of makes my face a little bit ghostly. Like, it's lighter than I prefer. It doesn't exactly match my neck. So I don't think it's my color. But with contouring, with bronzing, with all of that, we'll even it out. I'm not too worried. 2 layers will give you full coverage, long wearing foundation. So I would only use this on special occasions or if my skin really needs it. I'm not really breaking out too bad today, but because I want this look to be very glam and very holiday appropriate, I want to go a little extra. Just a pinch heavier than usual. I even think this foundation seems to even out the bumps. So it's not just helping cover the imperfections, it's also evening out any texture. But correct me if I'm wrong, is this the same foundation that everybody seems to be breaking out from? I've heard so many people complain about MAC Studio Fix. A lot of people are saying that they're allergic to it or their skin just bursts in acne. So I don't know, I haven't had that experience just yet, but this is only my second time wearing it. So I'm a little bit weary, but then again, I don't want to fall into the propaganda. I want to give it my own chance. Now that that's done, I'm gonna apply my Nars Creamy Concealer. This one is in Custard. Yep. Just applying it to the areas that I want to brighten and conceal. Like the under eye, around the nose. Because these flary nostrils cast a bit of a shadow, you know? Blend it out with the same brush. Just gonna beat it into my skin and blend it in with the rest of the foundation. Totally off topic, but how excited are we that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are engaged? I love them both. They are so super cute. Prince Harry is like the most relatable royal. He's such a little badass. And Meghan Markle is so stunning. I love her in suits. Oh, I'm just so excited. I want to see their babies already. Comment down below if you guys agree with me. But I'm a fan. And I want to meet them both. And I want to take a picture in a Meghan Markle and Prince Harry sandwich. Okay, so now that I've done all that, I feel like I'm even more ghostly. Even more pale. So let's work with that. The next thing that I want to do, what the hell do I want to do next? Oh, okay. So next I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Airbrush Flawless Fit. Okay. So next I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Okay. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. This is shade 1. And I'm going to set the tops of my lids and set the under eye. I'm going to take this big old brush from MAC 14OS or 140S. Maybe it's 140S. And I'm going to set the center of my face. So the tops of the cheekbones, the porous area, the chin, and just right here, wherever I put the highlighter. I will say this is another one of those products that Patrick turned me on to, and I'm a fan. I've been a fan. Then I'm gonna take the medium, shade 2, and I'm gonna use the same brush and set the rest of the face. I love this brush though. It's perfect for giant faces like mine. It's great for giant cheeks. Look at all this area that it covers with just like a few little taps. Beat your face to perfection. I like it. And this is legit a favorite. Whoops, I forgot to contour. Okay, I'm gonna contour with a powder, but I'm just gonna use this Fenty Matchstick to contour my lips. Yeah. Creepy. And then at some point I will blend it in, but this is fine for now. For the actual contour, I'm gonna use this KKW Powder Contour and Highlight Kit in the shade Medium. I'm gonna use this cool shade here, and I'm just gonna chisel out the sides of the forehead. I actually quite like this contour kit. I wasn't so crazy about her contour sticks, the creamy ones, but the powder contour kit is pretty pigmented, pretty nice. The colors, I think they're quite suitable. So the medium works well for medium skin tones like mine, or anyone who's a little bit fair or a little bit more tan. I like it. Chisel here, chisel that jawline. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this warmer one and just bring the warmth a bit closer. I do find this shade a pinch orange, so I'm not gonna proceed with that. I'm gonna go to my trusty Pixi collab collection. I'm gonna pick up this shade here, my beloved City Kitty. This one's a lot more natural, a lot more olive, a lot more flattering for those of us who want to bronze up in a natural and believable way. If you guys haven't gotten your hands on my Pixi collab collection yet, you don't have much time left. Sad to say. As much fun as I've had collabing with Pixi this year, all good things must come to an end. So stock up before it's gone forever. I will link it down below for you guys. I'm gonna go back to the face for the highlight and blush. I'm gonna go do my eyebrows, and then I'm gonna zoom in and do this eye look. Moving on to the eyes, I'm gonna take my Makeup Forever Flash palette, this brown shade here. I'm gonna apply it to the outer portion of the crease. I'm gonna blend it out with my finger. I find that doing so with the cream shadow first, or cream base, helps you see what the makeup will look like without actually having to commit to a certain shape or color. Now in front of me, I have a ton of different golden eyeshadow palettes. I have this one from MAC, which is super pretty. It's from their holiday collection. It's got some nice browns, some nice shimmery shades, some neutral shades. The heck? I also have this really pretty one from Morphe. It's got a ton of really beautiful warm shades, some oranges, some ochre shades. Just a really, really nice selection. This palette is called 15D Day Slayer. I think I want to do some type of an orangey ochre combination on the crease. I'm going to take this shade here, a beat. I'm going to pick it up with my Urban Decay E201 brush. I'm just gonna start swiveling into the crease, into the upper crease, so more like the transition. You know how I like to keep my hand here for guidance? It'll give you a clean line, but not a super straight line if you were to use a straight edge. So this is why I really like this technique. Next, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this shade here, Forever, and I'm gonna add it right here to the eye socket. That looks like a nice gradient. It almost matches my contour shade here. Take the same shadow and just add it a little bit to the lower lash line, keeping it somewhat messy and smoky. Next for the outer V, I'm going to pick up a little bit of this rich brown, chocolate brown shadow from the MAC palette. Pop it right here in this little groove. Now for the gold, I'm not really sure how gold I want to go. There's this really pretty sparkly gold right here in the MAC palette. Also this bronze color. None of them are really gold. This is also from the MAC Holiday Collection. It looks really yellow when you turn it to the side, but then from the front it's almost rosy. So I don't know if this is a duochrome. I'm gonna go for this one, although it's also quite rosy. It doesn't look as rosy in the palette as it comes off on the skin. And although this is pretty, I still want something a little bit more gold, like gold, you know? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these two Colourpop Supernova shadows. These are liquid metallic shadows. I have two shades. These are supposed to be similar to the Stila Magnificent Metals shadows, but they're not. Stilas are much more glittery. There's much more glitter versus liquid, and these are more liquid versus glitter. But they're still very, very nice, and I think they're pretty affordable, so I think I'm gonna go for these. They swatch pretty nice too. I'm gonna start off by just applying it all over the lid. That looks really pretty. This is a dual-ended stippling brush, and I'm just gonna buff out the edges because I don't want it to be too much of a cut crease. Blend it, buff it, blend it, ever so slightly. Like that, that looks nice. But it looks very bronzy from here. I'm going for gold. So I'm gonna take the second shade that I have, Walk of Fame, and I'm gonna add it just to the center. Ooh. I'm gonna apply it to the other eye, basically do the same thing on the other side. Highly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this eyeshadow. It's called Stylishly Merry Extra Dimension Eyeshadow. You don't have to use this one. You could use any gold shadow. And I'm just going to pat it right over the border of where the liquid metallic shadow meets the crease. That way you just have a little bit of sparkle and kind of gradates into the sparkle. Next, I'm going to make a really ugly face. And I'm going to line my waterline with Urban Decay Glide On Pencil in Scorch. That is always such a pain, but it makes such a difference, so I keep doing it. And for the top lash line, I'm just gonna use MAC Graphblack Technical Liner. Do you see the difference between the two eyes? This one is tight lined on the top, and this one is not. It hurts so good. Come on, baby, make it hurt so good. It does hurt so good. It's worth it. Go ahead and add a bit of a line. Nothing too inappropriate, just a slight wing. Using my Lancome Grandiose liner. See, now that I did a little bit, I want more. Swish, 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 bish. And now I'm just gonna take that same black liner. I'm gonna sharpen and darken just a little bit on the outer lower lash line. Just a pinch, and then I'm gonna smudge it out with the brown shadow. Next, just a little bit of mascara. I'm using this Maybelline and Gigi Hadid, which I happen to like a lot. Not crazy about the fiber one, but this one, the Lash Sensational, is legit. I quite like it. Okay, lashes are on. I'm wearing Huda Beauty Scarlet lashes. These are probably some of my favorite lashes. They accentuate the eyes so nicely. Anyway, one thing that I wanted to add real quick is that these Colourpop metallic liquid liners have a tendency to crack when worn on the lid. So I had this happen to me while I was putting on the lashes. It cracked right here in the lid, especially when I was opening and closing my eyes. You could even see it on my hand right here. Even the swatch that I did cracked and peeled. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I will let you be the judge of that. If this is trying to be like the Stila Magnificent Metals shadows, those babies don't do that. I know there's a price difference and all, but just saying. So the way that I went around and fixed this eyeshadow is by applying it to my hand and then patting it with my finger, warming it up between my fingers and kind of just fixing the patches. All right, so at this point, I think I am gonna do something with my hair, then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna finish up the rest of the face and I'm gonna put on my lipstick. I'm back, hair did. I always wanted to do this bobby pins hairstyle, especially for the holidays. I feel like it's perfect for dirty hair, for day-old hair or 2-day-old hair. And I also clipped in some extensions to make my ponytail extra long and fluffy. And I actually filmed this hair tutorial. It's on my Instagram, so you can check it out. I'm gonna give you a little preview right here, and I'm gonna link it down below. I'm gonna use MAC lip pencil in Cork, a nice warm neutral brown, outline and shade my lips per usual. I'm gonna apply a little bit of More Creamer Please from the Desi X Katie collection with Colourpop. And then I'm gonna add my favorite Taraji P. Henson lip gloss. This one is the 2nd edition. I'm gonna use my California blush from Benefit. I'm gonna use my own brush from my Pixi collab collection. Pick up a little bit of this California. I love this blush. So nice, and it brings the whole look together. And now for the highlighter. Do you see what I'm about to use? I don't think you guys are ready for this. Jelly. This stuff is so pigmented and it's so popular on Instagram. Might as well just give it a try. I'm gonna start off with just a little bit. I do love how wet it looks. It blends very nicely. Add just a little bit on the bridge of the nose right here. And a little bit on the chin since I have some left over on my finger. Cool. One final little touch. Gonna add it to just the inner corner of my eye. Just a smidge. I see it and I like it. And that's pretty much it for this very gold and glowing holiday glam. Inspired by my Thanksgiving look, but taken a step further for Christmas, Hanukkah, all of the above. Even New Year's. It could even work for New Year's. Why not? So that's it for the video. That's it for the tutorial. That's it for the look. I hope you guys like this type of video. I hope you enjoyed my take on the golden eye makeup and the glowing skin look. I hope you try it. If you try it, you know what to do. Tag me on my Instagram so I can see it and like it, because that's what I like to do. And with that said, I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. And don't forget to check out some of my other videos. If you're new to my channel, I have a get to know me video. I have more hair tutorials. I have more makeup tutorials. All the good stuff. Even vlogs. All right, you guys. Mwah.